Jai Jai Sachidanand,
Jai Sach.
our prime time of self-observation, whole day long, whatever our body self-activity happen, we will see. And the way Dada Bhagwan has said, his daily routine, what he has, it was recorded and it was, we all had seen also. We could see that Dada was watchful about what A.M. Patel was doing from morning till he went to sleep in the night. So, can you please elaborate on this? I believe you have had the best opportunity to see Dada day in and day out, like almost like I'll say 24/7. So please narrate. Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand. It was a wonderful observation. Got a wonderful chance to observe such a great Jnani Purush. Complete, where you cannot see a single mistake, single moment that he is away from such a wonderful Vijnan. While sleeping, while talking, while eating, every moment, I could see Dada Bhagwan that he was completely separate. And observing A.M. Patel, many a times I could see that he was talking. We were sitting in a corner and some lips were going on. So we used to think what Dada is talking. So he must be talking with himself like a separate entity. So that thing came within us like anything, that all the time Dada Bhagwan is separate from A.M. Patel. While eating also, he never used to talk with anybody. And normally what we do, while eating, we will sometimes see somebody, our observation will be some other place. And while if we are not talking with anybody, so at that time our thoughts must have gone to some other place. So at that time also I could see that he was completely separate. Whatever he was eating, he was observing what he is eating and who is eating, that separation was going on. Whenever he used to talk, such a things, whole Vijnan, at that time also he said that this Vani is a tape recorder. I am just observing and this tape recorder is going on and I'm just seeing that how A.M. Patel is talking. While taking bath, at that time also, he was completely separate. When we used to give him a bath, so he never used to see that what is going on. But he was all the time in with this. All the time in his thought that he was thinking that, okay, they are giving a bath to A.M. Patel. At that time also, he was also in Shuddhupyog. He was also in Shuddhatma. While doing a bath also, his lips were going on and his vidhis were going on. Can you imagine how much separation? How much separation? That thing has given to us Dada Bhagwan, that while talking, not only this, whenever he used to talk about any business or anything, at that time also he was separate. That great power, that great Shakti is there in this Akram Vijnan, that while doing everything, while doing business, you are separate. While talking, while you are taking care of children, while you are doing some food production in the house, at that time you are separate. This Vijnan is the only Vijnan on this universe that has given the separation. And after this separation, again, to make it more perfect, to make it 100% sure that you are separate, Dada Bhagwan gave to talk with file number 1. To talk all the time with file number 1. While doing, after completion of his bath, when he used to see his face and he used to see in the mirror and he used to talk with him that how is A.M. Patel, how you are feeling? You are feeling okay? Okay, today you are feeling weak. Don't worry. I'm with you. I'm with you. And nothing will happen to you. And rest assured, all Devi Devtas are with you. Brahmadana Swami, Simandar Swami is with you. Why you are worrying? Like that, you give a strength to yourself. This Dada has taught us. After the separation, also, when you feel weak, because these things will naturally come. What will happen? Now this is happening. Now something has happened very, very bad. Now this can take us in a very big loss. So many thoughts are going to come every day. This is a continuous process. So what Dada said, whenever any thought comes, whenever any thinking is shaking you up, start talking with yourself. Start talking with yourself. Take yourself in front of the mirror and give strength to yourself. Keshav, don't worry, I am with you. Whole Brahman, Swami, Dada, Bhagwan is with you. Why you are worried? And once you say this sentence, the tremendous strength comes within me. This is my experience. You try it. Whenever I feel a little bit depressed or anything, something is wrong happen, I go in the bathroom. There is a very big mirror and I start talking with Keshav. And within fraction of seconds, within fraction of minutes, I get a tremendous strength. Then I come back from my bathroom and start my work. So this Dada says, Are, this is the continuous thing which I have given to you. This is the only thing Jnani Purush can give. And this is only possible when you get this Akram Vignan. When you get this Samkit, when you become separate from Vaishali, then only you can get that much strength. Otherwise, you cannot get it. So Dada has given a wonderful Vigna. Dada has given a wonderful strength. Dada has given that nothing will happen on this earth if you entrust everything to Dada Bhagwan. But you are not interested to Dada Bhagwan, then so many thoughts are coming. So many times you become weak. So many times, so many things are coming, which they are shaking you. But once you entrust everything, Dada Bhagwan said also that once you say that Dada Bhagwan, you are on my head and your 4 hands are with me, finish. Dada Bhagwan will come within, on the spot. On the spot. Once you say that Dada Bhagwan, you come and take care of me. I'm weak in this moment. I'm feeling very depressed. Please come within me and you give me a strength. On the spot, Dada Bhagwan will come. That is why Kavira said that if you start thinking, saying Dada, only you will start saying Dada Bhagwan will appear on the spot. That much strength is there in Dada Bhagwan's word both. Correct? So
Right.
all the time, whenever you get a time, whenever you feel, when you have got half an hour, 15 minutes, start talking with yourself. Start talking with yourself. And as much as you talk with yourself now, then you will become separate. How do you feel, Deepakanandji?
Correct. Very true. But watching this, so he had said once, like, all day long, when you observe like this, you will see your body as if it just keep moving like a neighbor, as if
Correct.
someone else is watching you. But in fact, it is you are only watching your own body self activities.
Correct.
That way.
Okay.
Right?
Wonderful.
Okay. Anybody want to experience? I want to share some experience, Deepakanji.
Please. Yeah, it will be very good.
Okay. In our Vidhi, we said મન વચન કાયની ટેવો અને તેના સ્વભાવને હું જાણું છું. So, this week's observation, I've seen all the mistakes made by Rajni, and then I've accumulated teo, all the teos or habits from those mistakes, and then I identify 3 or 4 notes. ગાંઠો કે છે ને, we say ગાંઠ, notes, that is in me. So this is really giving me good insight. Hey, Keshavanandji, we are not supposed to analyze what's happening. We are just seeing. So this has helped me accumulate, what my teo are and what those teos and what notes has become. So this is becoming very, very helpful and interesting.
Wonderful. Very good.
That's good, but our motive and what our planning for we are doing in these last 2 weeks, for the 2 weeks. So you have to give your observation about what your body self do or has done during the day. Okay, let me share my experience. When I have no preoccupation in the sense, no commitment, and I will say like when there is no focus in the sense that I'll say in a very short way, when there is no file, where there is no focused activity, where my focus is needed. At that time, because of this decision and prayer, I was able to see myself very easily. But moment any focused activity starts, let's say I start eating, then the focus goes on to the taste, the seeing, and all those things happen. That time I'm not able to see. When I'm talking to someone, that time, like when I'm doing now, I'm not able to see myself because my focus is on what is being talked, what am I saying. So definitely such focused activity, at least I don't remain separate. Dada Bhagwan had been saying that even in those conversations he was, but he has definitely said also very positively, and I mean categorically, how do you say that? Categorically, that when he is in a conversation with anyone, that time his upyog from the highest level, he has to come down, because while dealing and in such conversation, his upyog naturally goes down, because then he has to focus on what others are talking, what others are asking, and what is being spoken by the tape recorder, what is being played by the tape record. So it is very interesting. And also one more thing I experienced, that when there is any kind of suffering, then that suffering, it is also said that suffering is a kind of how do you say that? What kind of suffering? In which the soul never gets bound, but it's a unbinding suffering or unbinding karma, but it is there, connected with the body. And when that fight and suffering is there, it obstructs my inner happiness. And that time, my focus is on that 5 sense suffering. Happiness, or I mean favorable or unfavorable, happiness or unhappiness. That time also I'm not able to see. So all these things, and these subsequently will need pratikraman, because it is karmic obstruction which is not allowing me to see. But the rest of the time, like I will say, like between two commitments, like when I get up from here and go to the kitchen, at that time there is no preoccupation. I have to just go to the kitchen and pick up something which I've already decided. So I'm able to watch myself very nicely going to the kitchen. But the moment any activity starts in the kitchen, that observation goes, because now my focus is needed to do that activity. I think I made it clear. Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
Vaishali.
Jai Satchidanand. I just wanted to add that what Rajni uncle said, that the tendency for Vaishali is not to just observe the mistake, but analyze them. And that's where it gets tricky. I get it, that there's no need to analyze them, just observe. That's all you need to do, because that's where this separateness occurs. Is that correct?
Correct.
That's true. We want to observe only. Because the moment you go into analysis, your observation will stop.
Hmm.
Mhm.
We don't want to do that. We just want to observe. Like
And when
how we observe a CCTV catch up, CCTV recording of a person.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But then the intellect says, then how will the mistakes get corrected if you don't?
we are not interested now about that. That is another phase.
Mhm.
We want to observe first. We don't want to know, understand why it happened, how it happened. We want to see what is happening, we are observing.
correct.
So
Keshavanandji,
that
you're saying
Vaishaliman with this
something.
Yeah,
observation.
I was just saying that once you start doing the analysis, at that time your buddhi starts.
Correct. Yes. Yes. Yes.
And you start analyzing, all the things will come, and buddhi will say, this was not right, you did this wrong. So
Mhm.
while observing, all buddhi stops. Then the real self comes out
Point.
under the observation.
That's point. Very important.
See,
Right.
that is why what I helped out Vaishali when I stopped analyzing because Deepakanandji told me to no analysis, right? And that is why I've been able to accumulate my tevo and my notes and my, then I can see, oh, in that whole day, you did so many tevo, you know? Okay, I'm Koryu, I'm not Koryu, then you can, what in circumstances you see, you didn't focus, you didn't do this, you spoke without being asked, you bursted out. But do it like that mistakes, you can able to now collect it. It's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by remaining in that observation seat, I'm remaining separate from Vaishali, and I could see
Yeah.
more mistakes perhaps.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are
Yes.
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Jason.
Yeah. Because like this will analysis will come later on when we do Pratyam. But this is a good, very good experiment that just observe, and that is it. Right, Deepakanandji?
Right.
Correct.
It's like collecting data,
Yeah, right. That's
net
true. Correct.
collection
Correct.
of data, whatever you did.
Mhm.
Whatever you did whole day long, we are just collecting data. And then we will analyze where actually we went wrong and all those other things.
Yeah.
This collecting data is very important.
So then, since my analytical collecting the data, I have started seeing my buckets. This bucket, that bucket, that bucket. So that hey, I'm collecting that bucket, that bucket. So when we do Pratigram, then work on that, then I'll know. Hey, this bucket needs to be cleaned out.
Deepakanandji,
Right.
Dada Bhagwan used to tell us, and in the starting days when we had just started, he used to say, while before sleeping, you make a whole graph and write the things in the notebook, that what did you do from morning till night. So at that time, whenever we used to start writing, we used to come, oh my God, so many mistakes I've done it. But many a times when you start writing, what happens from every moment, everything which happened since morning till evening, when you start writing, it will give you a one by one all the vision. So initial days, the other used to say that start writing what you did from morning till evening. So when we write it, then we come to know, oh, so many things we happen. Then slowly, writing will go away. And at that time, every moment and every second, whatever you are thinking, whatever you are talking, everything will be analyzed on the spot, and it will be separated. And on the spot, there is a solution.
Yeah. Also, to add to what Deepakanandji said, yeah, this observation also comes. And hey, how many times you forgot to observe when you got engrossed in this thing and that? That is coming out now also,
Right. So it's like Dada has said, you will see the body self roaming around, loitering around. Of course, we don't want to analyze why he's doing that way. It will come afterwards that how he gets inspired by the Vyavasthit Shakti, and he keep doing that. The cause of happening we will highlight it afterwards. But now we want to just keep track and keep observing what all the body self do during the day.
Mhm.
Right, wrong, no, we don't want to see that. No, no, no filters. Unfiltered, what do they say? Uncut. What do they say? What they say? What the word they use? Uncut uh, observation. Unfiltered observation. Jai Sachidanand.
Right, very
Jai
good. Yeah, thank
Satchidanand.
you, Vaishal, for sharing. Okay, our time is up. So, Keshavanandji, please, Srimanta Vaishal, please follow.
Yeah. Namo